Yes?
Shall I light up the room, Miss Lydia?
No, thank you, James.
Oh, but you haven't had your tea, Miss Lydia.
I had no appetite, James.
She's not going to the opera with us. I don't know what to do with that girl. Still moping over that puddin-head Bob. Little idiot. That child hasn't eaten a decent mouthful in months. That's why I brought her to New York.
It's only puppy love, my dear Sarah.
You go on ahead. Oh, it makes me sick lying around like a fish on a pier. I've dragged her to balls, theaters, thrown men at her head, but no. All she does is flop a pin from time to time just to show she's alive, nothing more.
What's that, James?
It's the soldiers marching to the pier, Miss Lydia. They're sailing for Cuba tomorrow. Michael's going too. I'm going to see him later.
Granny! Granny, do you know that Michael's going to the war? Granny, please, I'd like to see him before he goes. James is going to see him. Can I go with him?
Of course, Lydia. Go along. Go along, James. Don't fuss around here.
Very good, ma'am.
Miss Lydia's going with you to see Michael.
Come on, James.
Really, Sarah, I must say you should draw the line somewhere. After all, however faithful James is, he's still a servant.
Have you ever heard what I was before I met Captain Macmillan?
I've never believed it, Sarah.
Throw me down, you silly old woman. I was selling fish in my father's fish market. And that's how I met Captain Macmillan. He was looking for a bloater.
But, Sarah, the letter go with the butler's son to some cheap chop house.
Chop house, me eye. I sent 2 tickets to Michael to go to Tony Pastone's music hall.
But that's a saloon.
Nonsense, it's much worse. But I'm sure they'll have a good time.
In the prison cell I sit, thinking, mother dear, of you, and a bright and happy home so far away. Far away. And the tears, they fill my eyes, spite of all that I can do, though I try to cheer my comrades and be gay. Tramp, 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 the boys are marching. The boys are marching. Cheer up, comrades, they will come. They will come. And beneath the starry flag, we shall breathe the air again, after breathing in our own beloved home.
So in the prison cell, we are waiting for the day that shall come to open wide the iron door, and the hollow eye grow light, and the poor heart always gay, as we think of seeing home and friends once more, just once more.
Tramp, 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 the boys are marching. Cheer up, comrades, they will come. And beneath the starry flag, we shall breathe the air again, all to breathe in our own beloved home.
Oh, Michael, I've eaten so much. I've never been happier in all my life. Look at all the fun people have who can't afford to go to Grand Opera.
My last prescription for you before I leave for the war. A steak every evening, onions, baked potato, and 2 steins of beer.
I'd be as fat as that blonde lady there when you come back.
Just so you wait for me. I've loved you, Lydia, since the first day I saw you.
If it's real, it will last, and you can tell me when you come back. Not now, please. While you're away, I'll grow up, Michael. I've been sitting on a shelf all my life like a little china doll that smirks and smirks. A woman of today must pretend that her head is full of sawdust and that she's just too delicate for anything but a plush opera box or a tea party with 20 chaperones standing guard.
Well, well, it's Bunker Hill all over again.
Yes, I think it's high time women had a revolution of their own. I'm tired of sitting on a shelf.
I have it. Beauty in Distress, Quincy House, Quincy, Massachusetts, last December. I never forget a face, especially a pretty one. Oh, don't worry, old man, no offense intended. Well, glad to see you looking more cheerful.
I think I'd better get you out of here, Lydia. I'll come back alone.
You're the fellow who caused the disturbance, I take it. I can always tell what a woman is crying
For 2 pins, I'd knock your block off.
Haven't got 2 pins, old man. Goodbye, Beauty in Distress.
Down in front. Embark.
Better go now. Goodbye, Lydia.
Goodbye, Michael. Aren't you going to kiss me?
When I come back.
No, now, please.
Goodbye, Lydia.
Michael.
Good. Hold.
miss. Goodbye, Lydia.
Goodbye, Michael.
Father.
Bye, my boy. Bless you.
Goodbye, Michael. Take care of yourself.
Don't worry, I will. Still haven't got 2 pins, old man. Goodbye, beauty in distress.
I can still see him waving at you. That arrogant, sarcastic look in his eyes never went away, did it?
Yes, it left him several times, but not for good, I'm afraid.
Curious, isn't it? I thought when I sailed away I'd changed your life, but instead it was that strange gentleman at the rail who was doing that. Tell me honestly, did you fall in love with him then when he was waving at you? Was it that changed everything?
Dear Michael, at the moment of your heroic departure for Cuba, I wasn't aware of either you or Richard. The only male who meant anything to me then was Johnny.
I don't remember any Johnny. Johnny who?
It was Johnny who changed my life more than any of you.
Please, is them guys Marines or just sailors?
They're Marines.
Have they got guns and everything?
Yes. Come right here. You know better?
Yeah, I can hear them better. What do they look like? Are they big?
Yes. They're very big. And they have red and blue uniforms on.
Red and blue. Gee, I don't know what red and blue is.
Well, red is like the sound of those big horns.
Yeah? What's blue?
Blue is...
So it's home yard at last, is it? Drive me crazy running away like that, getting lost. Come along with me. Never a moment's peace, God help me.
I only followed the music, Mom.
I found him on the pier, ma'am. He wanted to see the soldiers.
Where'll you end up, you wicked creature? Running off like that in your dark? The Holy Mother of God have mercy on us.
I only followed the music,
shut up. Well, if you don't like it, what are you here for? What is it you want?
I want to help you.
Help? What help could the likes of you bring to the likes of us? You're not the first fine bird that's come poking our beak into my troubles. Out you go and out you stay.
I'll not get out.
Oh, you won't you? Get out of here before I break that lily white neck of yours.
You'll break nobody's neck, you silly old woman.
Calling me names, are you? Why, you snooping, chicken-livered little baggage, you. Get out of here before I throw the slop pail on you and stink you out for the rest of your life.
Go ahead, throw it, I dare you to.
Get out! Get out!
Throw it, go on. You can throw anything you like at me, but you won't stop me from doing what I want to.
Get out!
Johnny, I'm going to help you and your ma and everyone in this rotten place. Despite hell and high water and all the slops in the world.
The first said, "Who's been sitting in my little chair?" The second said, "Who's been eating from my little plate?" The third says, "Who's been taking my little loaf?" The fourth said, "Who's been tasting my porridge?" The fifth said, "Who's been using my little fork?" The sixth said, "Who's been cutting with my little knife?" The seventh said, "Who's been drinking from my little cup?" Then the first one looking around saw a hollow in his bed and cried, "Who has been lying
Basket will
on
soon
my
be finished,
bed?"
Sally.
Yes, Miss Lydia?
Isn't that a blessed sight, man? Oh, the saints reward you for all your goodness to them. Look! Wonderful.
Yes, Mary. What time is it, Mary?
It's about 11 o'clock, I think, now.
Here's the menu.